In this video, we're going to be talking about three of the most influential and powerful people of the last few decades. The first guy we're going to talk about is Steve Jobs. Now, we all know who Steve Jobs is, huge popularizer of Apple products. My favorite quote from Steve Jobs was when he was in an interview and the interviewer asked him, why doesn't Apple do more market research? Because usually companies, when they're going to decide which products to create, they do all this market research to figure out what people want, and then they create a product that caters to what people want. Well, Steve Jobs' response was, I don't do research to figure out what people want because people don't know what they want until I show it to them. This is such a powerful quote to me because when companies decide to duplicate what's already been done before, then yes, you can get good results, but it's really hard to hit a home run when you're in a space with the same product as so many other companies. And further to that, in the book, The 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing, they talked about the power of being the first mover, so that if you're in a category where you're the first company that's set up, you're going to get the majority of the market share in most cases. And in that book, they go into huge detail and show in case by case how powerful it can be to be the first in the space. Now, when you're duplicating somebody else, you're not the first mover. And actually, Henry Ford, who popularized the automobile, actually has a quote that's very similar to this, where he said, if I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. So the big takeaway is that it can be very powerful to create something new, something different, and something better than what's already there. Guy number two that we're going to talk about in this video is the giant, the monster, Anthony Robbins. Now, Anthony Robbins is huge. Everybody, again, has heard of this guy. He does a lot of great workshops, events, has many published works out there, and he's a great overall speaker and amazing energy. Now, there's a million different quotes to choose from Anthony Robbins. He's got a lot of wisdom to share with the world. My personal favorite is this really short one-liner where he says, you get what you tolerate. Now, this isn't just relevant for business. This is relevant for your entire life. We're talking relationships, jobs, things that you do in your spare time. Constantly, you get what you tolerate. Now, I'm guessing here that you've probably had at least one bad relationship in your life. Now, the initial reaction after you get out of a bad relationship is to blame the other person for you being unhappy. But the reality is that if you set the precedent of setting boundaries of what you're willing to tolerate and what you're not willing to tolerate from the beginning of the relationship, then you wouldn't be in a relationship that's that toxic to your well-being. Now, nobody's perfect, and I'm not even saying that it's your fault if you've tolerated things in the past. I know that I have as well, but for the future, it's really important that when you set up relationships, whether it's in business or in your personal life, that you set boundaries that you're most comfortable living within. And if people aren't willing to stay within those boundaries, then they're not going to be a good fit for your life. So you get what you tolerate, and it's your job to figure out what you're willing to tolerate, and it's your job to hold people accountable to it. And the final guy for this video is Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk literally plans to colonize Mars. This is an ambitious motherfucker that created SpaceX. He's also popularized the electric car, and he was a founder of PayPal. So he's accomplished a lot, and he's accomplished a variety of different things. Now, my favorite quote from Elon is, when something is important enough, even if the odds are not in your favor, you find a way to do it. Okay? Now, that is so unbelievably powerful. And we're talking about a guy that's been successful in a lot of different areas. So his success is clearly not a fluke. He knows how to be successful. Now, it's all just about determination, deciding what you are going to do, and then putting your whole effort, your whole focus in accomplishing, believing and actually taking action on that belief for your goal. If you want a ton of internet marketing videos, how to create a website, how to build a list, who cares? Whatever you want in Make Money Online, I pretty much have all of it. My YouTube channel has over 80 videos now. You can find out what you're looking for, and I can show you what you need to know. So make sure, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel on the right side there, or subscribe below, and get started doing what you want to do online so that you don't have to do what you don't want to do in a cubicle. I hope this has been good for you. I'll see you guys soon.